Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. On the hill here today, Freddie Peralta.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now, and here is Charlie Blackmon. That's outside, and this one is off and running.
1 ball, no strikes.
The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. And he hits a ground ball right side. Terang over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
1 out, bases empty. Lifted in the air down the left side. Pulls it in on the run. And that quickly 2 away. Now here's Nolan Jones. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And here it comes. Drilled out towards and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through.
So 2 down. Here's the veteran first baseman, Kris Bryant. There's a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Now fly ball to right center. Bryant out of the play. And that's the 3rd out. The Rockies strand 1. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Milwaukee. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Kyle Freeland.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches? 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants. Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Christian Yelich in the box now. Takes strike 1. Next one misses, and the count even 1-1. To the right side, and he handles it himself for the out. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
William Contreras in the box now. Takes strike one. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a line drive at the right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position. But that's just one of those hang with thems.
Sal Fraley stands in here. Takes ball one low. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And another ball. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Brewers come up empty in the first. Inning in Milwaukee. No score on the show. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, we see the game played today, though. Guys are not sacrificing as much just to...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Get easily with a leadoff double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. In today's game, right fielders are able to get to a but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And that one upstairs. The 1-0.
Ball low.
He's got a base open, so not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
This one in the air right field. Frelick has a beat on it. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging from second and third. Play at the plate, safe, and they take the lead.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now it's Elias Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
The 1-1.
That's the ball.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Kicks and deals. This one smoked left. Yelich right there to make the grab. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-0.
Sometimes that can be a little score. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
1-0.
And a pitch. That one's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. Swings through it. Couldn't catch up to the heater. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rockies 2 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at American Family Field. And here's the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Down the line, and it's foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down. Juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
The pitch. Breaking ball inside. And the count's even at 2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one is absolutely belted. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. The relay, not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Willie Adames stands in. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. The shortstop takes the ball. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Justin Lawrence, the closer, is getting loose. The pitch. Splits the plate. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Man at second. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Owen Miller to bat next. And now the lefty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground, out to short. Whips it across. That's 1 out, bottom of the second.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Owen Miller up now for the Brewers.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Line, and that's a base hit. Around third. The throw in. He's safe. He gets his hand in.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
One down. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. It's inside. One down, winning run at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch is outside.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
At the belt and fires. Too low, and it's ball 3. Bryce Terang up next. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. On the line. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw comes in quickly, and the winning run at third now with only one gone.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
2 on, 1 out. Now here is Bryce Terang. Step off throw to first. Chourio back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
First offering and it just misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that's through there for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strike or a ground ball double play.
First and third, one down. One, two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on, one out. And it's even up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time outside the zone.
Now third baseman Andrew Monasterio. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this out with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And he deals. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. On the ground, right side. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get 2 and draw even again. We head on down to the top of the third. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping Doyle. Peralta back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 4-2.
His plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out later. You can't argue with those results. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely
New pitch. pitcher now, Ryan Hudson.
Bringing in the left-handed hitter coming ahead. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now it's Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 so far. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Always exciting to see.
Good eye right there.
The real threats are coming up. He's going to really have to bear down.
Headed towards the corner. Sizing this one up. Corrals it. One down.
The batter, the shortstop,
Ezekiel Tovar getting ready to hit. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. One down. Wouldn't chase that time.
Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The flip, the pitcher covering. There to beat him by an eyelash. Here's the left fielder, Nolan Jones. Doubled in his first AB. Ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that'll do it. 2 runs on 1 hit. 2-run homer. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 4 and the Brewers 2. Bottom half of the 3rd, and they bring in a new pitcher, Justin Lawrence.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he
Yelich at the dish. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. The pitch. Just missed. And that's in for a strike. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one misses. It's 2-2. And another ball. William Contreras in the Milwaukee on deck circle. And the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
First and second, no outs. William Contreras now at the plate. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
Big opportunity to do damage, but upside, ground ball, double play, strikeout. That could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Throw to second, safe. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well,
He knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's
swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Sal Fraley will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Left-hand batter waits. Base hit into the outfield. Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's a one-run game.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you coming across the plate the whole way, no problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time. So now it just comes down to situational hitting to get the tying run home. We've got a really great opportunity to do that.
Hoskins swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
Two on, one out.
You feel like you've done everything right, but in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Adamas. Play.
Runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
And the count 1-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That's
The play. 2 outs. Late swing, fouled off. Lawrence is just 1 strike away. Base hit right field. In to score from third. It's 4-4. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Just a huge at bat right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then it's
so the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Jake Bird. Owen Miller up now for the Brewers. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that's outside.
That's the ball.
The winning run at third here in the last half of the third. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's to third. Fires across the diamond, inning over, and it could have been worse. Get 2 and draw even again. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 4-4. Back here in Milwaukee, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Chris Bryant. And a pitch. And fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. just not able to square it up.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
Swung on, belted. That one is back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Go-ahead run is 90 feet away. This at-bat could end up deciding the game when everything is said and done.
And that's ripped for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's now 5-4.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive to the field, so that definitely felt good.
Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. On the ground, a second, might be 2. To Adames, that's 1. And that's 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 4th, here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio.
The center fielder, Jackson Chourio.
And the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
In there at the knees, and it's 1-1. Slap the other way, foul. And downstairs. Wouldn't chase that time. Bryce Terang hitting on deck surface. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
This is Bryce Terang. First pitch, and he just misses. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And the count 1-2. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So last chance for the Brewers. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rockies strand the tying run on base to win it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton, entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shelby. Talk to you soon.